We're here with our next episode. In this episode, I think we're going to play with sanding some filler. See if we can make this chassis pop, make it look original. So on that note, we're going to get started. Go ahead and shave some of it off, kind of smooth it out a little bit. This way it'll get somewhat shaped. There's that. And now comes the messy part. I'll probably do this for a little bit, and then I'll have to grab my foam sanding sticks and control it a little better. This ain't bad, but it's a little wide, it's fat, so it's a little hard to keep track of what's going on here. It's a Dusty's job. Somebody's got to do it, right? Dusty, Dusty, Dusty. Dusty did it. Yeah, that's it. That makes sense. I have the air conditioner running. Got warm today. For once. Yeah, that's the part everybody hates. Filler's easy to put on. Hard part's sanding it. So I'm just going to do a little bit on all four sides, and then we'll double check everything, make sure it's lining up. There are highs and lows. The best we can. It is a chassis, and yes, some of it may be seen, some of it may not. So, get the overall shape in, and we'll go fine tune it. Pay particular attention to how uniform, how flat you have your sanding block. You don't want to sand one side or like the foam boards. You want to try to make it as flat as possible. It doesn't matter if you bevel this part. Actually, it'll help. It'll look a lot better. Not like you'll notice it, right? Okay, now let's do the inside. Inside's going to be a little trickier because you got to be able to hang on to it, and it goes back. There's like a step down, so not easy to hang on to either. So keep that in mind. It's probably why a lot of people don't do this, because it's actually well, tricky, and it will drive you insane. And once I get the right shape, everything looks good, I'll go in with a fine fingernail file board, and we'll smooth her all out. And we'll probably even paint it, prime it, put some primer on it, and then we'll clean that up. I'll sand that out a little bit, try to smooth it out the best I can, and then maybe at that point it'll be ready for paint, at least some color. I'm gonna go with a semi-gloss probably, would be best, I would think. The truck itself is going to be, I think it's Blitz Black, which is a John Deere black. I'll have to get with him. I haven't seen him online in a while, so and he's probably busy with work, so I'll have to get a hold of him. Now if you mess up, don't worry about it. Mix up some more filler and throw it on. So at that point, we'll show you how this is taking shape. Compared to the other side, it's just been shaved a little bit. So I'll just update you a little bit there. I need to find, well, you know what I might be able to do with the medium. Find out. If you notice, I cut these at a point. I cut them in half, but I cut them on a 45. So it gives it a point. Makes it easy to get into tight areas, believe it or not. And I hold it not flat, but at a slight angle so I can control it, because I'm on an angle here. It's a little finer than the 150 grit. Feather the edges so they blend in. I'm rolling the edges, the corners, so they're not really squared up, you know. They shouldn't be. You should have a little bevel on them. Or a lot, depending. Depending on how you want it to look or how it ends up is how it'll be. That's a little better. Now I didn't get rid of these running board brackets I cut off, so I'm going to have to go in and take care of those, and then the rest of this will look good. I mean, I could throw filler on it and that'll hide it, but there we go. Let's work on this a little bit in here. This is going to be tricky because it's a step up. Remember, I filled in some of the pockets here. Now I apologize if there's like a ton of movies I upload, a ton of videos, because as far as I know, I'm good for a few hours, so I may have to run down and grab the charger and some more mini DVD discs, or actually cassettes. I won't do it too often, but between today and tomorrow, with tomorrow being Father's Day, I taking a break, and this is what I'm doing. I'm going to try to get this chassis set up this weekend, so that one's fairly close to being done. Gotta work on this bottom part a little bit here. I appreciate all the comments on my drawings that I uploaded this morning, and really appreciate that. Like I said, it's just something I haven't dabbled in a while. Just, you know, too many hobbies, too much going on, you know, makes it tough. And I appreciate all of Jeff at Muscle Cars and Hot Rods, all his effort for a sign he's making me. And he rocks. You know, I don't know if anybody notices that, but I'll tell you what, that man knows his stuff. That's why he's where he's at. Alrighty. Well, that one's fine-tuned for now. We'll go ahead and work on the other side. There's the top view of it. And then the bottom view of it, plus the front. So it gives you an idea what's all involved there. Still got a little edge here. It'll show up. Tricky angles, you know. Yeah. We can live with that. There we go. You know, using filler, it just makes it look like it's just all molded. You know, it's already molded from manufacturer that way. They just recently started doing that, and I'll tell you what, I don't know why I didn't do it years ago. But I'll tell you what, it really makes it look good. Alrighty, that one's yeah, that one's right there. So we'll stop on that one, and let's get started on this other one here. It's shaping up. In case you're wondering, I'm applying the pressure with this, not much, but some. But if you look, you see I'll have my fingers, they're holding that frame rail from flexing. Really don't want it to flex now. Okay, there's a basic shape on that side. Up on the top a little bit. You know, it's just that added detail, you know, just that extra effort. You can do it or you don't have to, you know. There's no right or wrong way really to do it.